Okay, now we're going to go ahead and create our form letter. So we're going to enter and format the text and fields in the main document. The main document is going to contain the constant or unchanging text, punctuation, spaces, and graphics, as well as the references to the data in the data source. So the first thing we'll do is we'll enter the date, like I thought I was doing before. Um, and we're going to enter the address block, then the salutation, then the text and insert a merge field. We're going to enter additional text and merge fields, insert an if field, enter the remainder of letter, and merge the letters. So we did business letters before in a previous module. So what we're going to do is, instead of writing a business letter to one person, this mail merge letter is for multiple people, and you'll kind of see that as we move on. So now we've done our select recipients here on the side. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to write our letter. So we'll press next. Okay. All right. Now we're going to click the date content control. Okay. And then we are going to find the desired month. Okay. So let's go ahead and change it to, let's change it to the due date, December 7th, 2018. Okay, now we will click outside the content control to deselect it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to right click here and we're going to remove the content control. What that means is now when we click it, I can't actually select the date anymore. It's good, it's permanent, it's fine. Okay. So now we're going to do something called inserting merge fields. So in this form letter, the inside address, this right here, okay, will appear below the date line, and the salutation here is below the inside address. The contents of the inside address and the salutation we just typed in our data source. So we're going to have to figure out how to put those in our letter. We're using something called merge fields. So what we're doing is we're merging this letter here with the data source we just typed. Okay? So that way we didn't type all those fields in vain. We will put those in our letter. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. So we're going to delete the content control that contains the placeholder text for the recipient's address and press the delete key to delete the blank paragraph. So let's see what we're going to do here. We are going to delete this. So we're going to right click, remove content control. Okay. And then we're going to delete this. Okay, and then press delete. There we go. We got one here. Okay. Now we're going to insert address block. Okay. And we're going to scroll through the list of recipient name formats, and we're going to make sure that we find Mr. Joshua Randall Jr. Okay, so these are all the different types of recipients. So we can say, oh, hey, Josh Randall, hey, Josh Q. Randall Jr., hey, Joshua Randall Jr., and so on. Josh and Cynthia, Joshua and Cynthia, Josh and Cynthia Randall. If we had these in our actual, in our data source, we don't. All we have is Miss Elizabeth Abbott, and this is how it would look. Okay. Now we're going to click where it says Match Fields. Now, what we're going to do is we're matching these with what we had on our data source. Okay. So the company name, we're going to click on the arrow, and if you remember, we changed the name, so we're going to go to organization name. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and press the OK button. And OK button. Okay. So this is the merge field. Okay. And like I said, what this will do will merge it with the data source. Now I'm going to bring you back to the data source right now. And as you can see, our data source has our last name, Elizabeth Abbott, Hector Oliveras, Caleb Thomas, and so on. We typed that. Okay? We did not type this letter, and I think we are going to do that here shortly. Now, watch this. We are going to view the merged data by going to preview results. And as you look here, we didn't have to type this. We typed it already. Okay? So that previews results. If we wanted to press next, we're like, oh, that's Mr. Hector Olivares. That's Mr. Caleb Thomas. And look, we actually didn't have to type that. We already had that in our list. So, if we do it over time, if we add if we have that address list and have 5,000 entries, that's fine. We can then sort what we need to sort. Okay, moving on. So now we are going to do our greeting line merge field. So we're going to delete the line, the word dear. Okay, goodbye dear. By removing the content control and then press delete. Okay. We will delete the comma, but we're going to leave the paragraph mark, just like we did before. Now we're going to click on greeting line. It says insert formatted salutation. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mr. Randall. Okay. And again, you can see we could change this all up if we wanted to. Okay, we're going to keep it at Mr. Randall. We're going to keep dear and then the comma. Okay, oops. I'm sorry. No, we're actually going to change the comma to a colon. Okay, same thing. Press OK. Dear Miss Abbott. So again, if we wanted to preview the results, okay, you can see all we did is enter that greeting line. Preview results. Next, Dear Mr. Olivares. Dear Mr. Thomas. We didn't have to type that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is preview the results. What are they talking about? Okay. All right, now we're going to begin typing the body of the form letter. Okay. Now we're going to click on the content control here, and we're going to start typing. I will graduate in December from Hartford College with a Bachelor of Science degree in journalism. Wow, this person's very accomplished. My education, experience, and volunteer work make me an ideal candidate for the blank. Okay, so now we're going to add another merge field. So we are going to go to the insert merge field thing here. Oops. I got a message. Okay, insert merge field. Okay. And we are going to click position. Ooh, radio reporter. Look at that. And oh, it's customized. It's customized. We see how it's changing. They want all the jobs. All the jobs. Okay. Anyway, position at spacebar. Again, insert merge field. And even if I get rid of the preview results, you can see that we have the merge fields here. It's just that now we can see that this is a little more personalized. At insert merge field, organization name, Pond Relay Public Radio. Okay, again, if we press next, you can see, whoa! Okay. Period. Enter. As shown on the accompanying resume, my background matches the job requirements posted through the Career Development Office at Hartford College. My course work and experience have prepared me. Wow, I did not spell that right either. Prepared me to develop, edit, and present news stories. Period. Enter key. Thank you in advance, comma, spacebar. Now we're going to go to insert merge field, title. Okay. Spacebar, merge field, last name, comma, for your time and consideration. Now I'm going to go back real quick and take this out, and you can see we did a title merge field and a last name merge field. So as you can see, we have this letter set up to where these pull right from our recipient list. Okay, and again, like I said, this is all the time in the industry. It's efficient. So we only have to write one letter and not like 500 million or over 9,000 or whatever. Okay, anyway, I look forward to hearing from you soon to discuss the opportunity for my potential employment at your space. Look at her. She's like setting up stuff all over the place. She wants to get all the jobs. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be inserting something called an if field. So in addition to merge fields, you can insert word fields that are designed specifically for a mail merge. So an if field is an example. So it's like an if then or if then else type thing. The phrase that appears after the word if is called a rule or a condition. So a condition consists of an expression followed by a comparison operator followed by final expression. Okay, and we're going to be working with if functions in Excel that are kind of a little pretty much the same. There's going to be a condition and it's going to be true or false. So this is a little bit of a preview to that. Okay, now we're going to go to the rules button because everyone likes rules. We're going to go to if then else. Okay. Alrighty. If the field name is station type, okay, if it's equal to R, then we are going to insert this text, radio. Otherwise, insert the text, television. So what that means is, if you look at the recipients list, and if that station type says radio, or I'm sorry, if that station type says R, then radio will come out. If it says anything else other than R, it will say television. Now this is good if you have 2, but if you have 3, then you might want to change it up a little bit. So we're going to press OK. So again, we did our preview results here. At your radio, station, period. Now we're going to change the warm regards to sincerely, comma. All right, and now we're going to change this. Okay. Actually, no, we're not. Okay, so make sure your name is here. If it's backwards, make sure you just retype it as you know how that looks. I'm just gonna I'm gonna change this to Jason D. Felt. Okay, then we're gonna delete the content control by removing it. Okay. And then the title, we're gonna delete this as well. Okay. Okay, so that is our mail merge letter. So now we're going to look to see if everything is spelled correctly. Because if it's not only will you embarrass yourself in front of one person, but in this instance, you're going to embarrass yourself in front of 5 people. So this is where spelling and grammar is very important. Now, we're going to double check here, okay? Now, Bachelor of Science, sometimes that's capitalized. Okay? But we're going to leave it the way it is for right now. Okay, so in our next video, we're going to do some more work with this document and the data source.